नमस्कार एंड वेलकम टू थ्रश एक्सप्रेस। आज हम बात करेंगे 80 के बारे में। एक ऐसी फिल्म जिसमें पोटेंशियल था पावरफुल होने का, डिस्टर्बिंग होने का, हार्ड हिटिंग कोर्टरूम ड्रामा बनने का, लेकिन जो स्क्रीन पे आया वो है कंफ्यूज्ड, डिसजॉइंटेड एंड इमोशनली हॉलो सिनेमा। फिल्म का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम, इट सफर्स फ्रॉम आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस। एट वन पॉइंट इट फील्स लाइक एन इन्वेस्टिगेटिव थ्रिलर, देन द नेक्स्ट मोमेंट इट फील्स लाइक अ कोर्टरूम ड्रामा एंड समटाइम्स इट इवन फील्स लाइक अ विजिलेंटे फिल्म। ऐसा लगता है कि एडिटिंग टेबल पे ही बहुत सारे सीन्स काट दिए गए हैं। फिल्म के जो नैरेटिव ट्रांजिशंस है इसलिए बहुत ही अब्रप्ट लगते हैं। इमोशनल बिल्डअप मिसिंग है। द नैरेटिव कीप्स ऑन जंपिंग बिटवीन different plot points quite abruptly and randomly. So without proper establishment and setup, it all kind of feels very rushed. It kind of feels like the film was never really allowed to breathe, which actually makes the movie not feel like one cohesive thought, and it instead feels like multiple random plot points put together. The movie essentially ticks all the correct boxes, but misses out on its depth while doing so. Film का नाम काफी heavy है, लेकिन exploration completely superficial. Film का basic logic या plot establishment is also at a surface level. Cinematically, the highest point of the movie is the beginning, which shows the abduction and the eventual of the victim. But that entire setup feels rushed. Yes, it's gruesome, very well depicted, but that action leads to the eventual courtroom drama, which happens quite fast. मतलब ऐसा तो real life में नहीं होता है बे. And the characters are written very weirdly. मतलब तापसी पन्नू का character, she keeps on being the same person in every film. She has the same shocked expression all across the film, even when she's crying. And why does she become so much emotionally involved with this character? I mean, the victim, not shown. And Taapsee is actually one of the most useless lawyers I have seen on film. She does absolutely nothing. The survivor can't help her and she herself can't gather clues. मतलब उसको आता क्या है? सिर्फ रोना. Kani Kusruti, who plays the victim or rather survivor in this film, is actually the highlight of the show. Her performance was very good. But her character, that wasn't well written. मतलब उसके ऊपर इतना torture हुआ है and she recovers so fast. She starts eating, talking, walking and even appears in court. As I said, none of the scenes or sequences get breathing period. Something happens with the victim, she recovers fast. A crime happens, immediately the court proceeding starts. The criminals literally throw the victim on the train tracks. Whole night she was there. Not a single train passed. And immediately after a man picks her up in the morning, two trains cross them back to back. Makes for a good sequence. Visually, logically, it sucks. और ये एक ही example नहीं है. There are many places where the film feels like it wants to be over dramatic and over cinematic. The climax courtroom sequence. You know audience में कौन है? School के बच्चे. Let that sink in. And the judge says, okay, let's continue. कोर्ट प्रोसीडिंग में बोला जाता है कि forensic reports were tampered and everyone accepts that. The director literally suffered from a lack of confidence. He kept on introducing plot points and then kept on abandoning them. Courtroom scenes में intensity ही नहीं है. तापसी पन्नू का character proper cross examination ही नहीं करता है. ना accused से, ना victim से, ना victim के husband से. She just stands there, literally. In fact, opposition का जो lawyer है, he actually works in her favor by asking all the wrong questions. मतलब courtroom में कोई palpable tension ही नहीं है. There are no arguments that shake you. There are no revelations that break you. Everything happens like अगर फिल्म को graphically देखा जाए तो there are no high points and no low points. The only visually striking scene happens in the very beginning. और फिल्म में छतरी मैन एंगल कौन रखता है भाई? छतरी मैन. And that too as an audience we are told about his social media followers. Let that sink in. और अगर vigilante angle रखना ही था then you should have committed fully to that. And what was fucking wrong with the vigilante? Why did he kill the girlfriend of the accused? Man, that's logically up. Just imagine, instead of killing Mahatma Gandhi, Nathuram Godse killed Kasturba Gandhi. How would that help? और उसके गर्लफ्रेंड ने वीडियो भी किया था. What the happened to that video? We are never told. Honestly, it felt like watching Savdhan India with a bigger budget. All the characters in this film are completely forgettable. Even powerhouse actors like Nasiruddin Shah, Kumud Mishra, Mohammad Zishan Ayub, all of them have a pretty strong filmography. But in this film, they were completely dispensable. मतलब throw any of these characters out of this film and the plot won't change. The result won't change. And I think they were purposely told not to give any expression. Even when his wife was suffering, Mohammad Zishan Ayub is blank. And he used to vanish for majority of the film. I thought he was the vigilante. No, then I realized probably he was a very useless husband. Victim को hallucination एक ही बार होता है. After that, she's perfectly fine. When she removed her scarf from her face in the courtroom, I thought अब कुछ impactful होने वाला है. And then I was like, she's reciting a poem. A poem backed up by facts and clues and evidences is good. A poem backed up by nothing is just time waste. The balance between cinematic drama and realism was completely off. The film has some useless subplots like the Chhatri Man angle, some completely unnecessary characters like Nasiruddin Shah, some completely dispensable characters like Muhammad Zishan Ayub, two of the most incompetent lawyers, and a rape survivor who actually sabotaged her own case. अस्सी के पास सब था, social issue, courtroom setup, vigilante angle, big actors, but it completely collapsed at the execution stage. Screenplay is flat and the logic is questionable. Film important बात कहना चाहती थी, but it never fully commits. So I will rate अस्सी 2.5 out of 10. I fully understand the message it was trying to convey. I can understand its intentions were good, but then again, we must judge a film based on the content and not its intent. If you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you have any opinions, suggestion, or requests, you can drop them in the comments below. If you want to connect with me, you can follow me on my Instagram account. You are watching Thrush Express. I'm your host Tom Thrush. Until we meet again.